So we just made it through Hurricane Ian. It was last night into this morning, and everyone's safe here. I just want to kind of give you guys an update on the weather. It's still super windy out there. There's a lot of flooding in Orlando, so I hope everyone's staying safe. And if you are in Florida, hopefully you do not need to go outside for any reason because it's bad out there. So anyways, thought I would lighten the mood a little bit today with a boy scents video. So had a little downtime, just finished class. I do have my espresso with, oh my God, you guys, I bought these Lucky Charms marshmallows in bulk, and they're like the best thing. I absolutely love these marshmallows. That's the only reason why I like Lucky Charms. Like, forget about the actual Cheerios. I'm all about the marshmallows. The little crunch, they're just perfect amount of sweetness. Anyway, so I do have that. I am really excited to talk about boy scents today or boy smells. I don't know why I keep calling it boy scents, but I'm excited to talk about boy smells today. I just took my nails off, so I had cute nails on. You guys always catch me at the wrong time, and I will probably forever say this to you is don't mind my nails, they're ratchet. This is just gonna be an ongoing thing. You can expect the worst from my nails. I probably should have at least like done something, but we'll just talk about boy smells. Honestly, I'm not gonna be showing you bottles or anything. This is the kit, so you guys can see this is the like tester kit. I believe it's $25 on Sephora.com, and when you open it, it just looks like this. So it is the decanned kit. We have in here Woodforia, we have Fleur de la Virgin, we have Cashmere Kush, which we will definitely talk about. I have smelled these, so I just want to like give you guys that update. I have smelled these, so this is gonna be like a second showing of these scents. I do not have any perfumed lotion on my body at all. I just have on Necessity, I believe it's called, from Sephora. So it's a unscented lotion, so it's gonna hold the scent a little bit better. And I recommend that for a lot of perfumes. I know a lot of people like to layer Bath & Body Works, but when you're wearing like niche perfumes or extremely unique perfumes, sometimes it's good to just smell the perfume. And this is just my opinion. I think that a lot of times Bath & Body Works, it's kind of like, I don't want to call it cheap scents, but when you're dealing with like those types of lotions and stuff, it can really alter the smell of the perfume. And most perfume is created masterfully. So most perfume is art. And so to get the best impression of the art, and I may seem totally, too bougie for this or whatever, for saying this, but it's just my honest opinion because I do like a lot of Bath & Body Works scents. I do wear some of that stuff every now and then, but what I've noticed is I enjoy my perfumes so much more when I smell them in their pure state. I feel like I had a huge marshmallow on my lips, so if I did, I'm sorry. Clearly, I'm just living my best life, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, some of you have smelled these because there are candles. My sister actually works at a Nordstrom, and she works in the fragrance department, which is so ultra amazingly cool. Absolutely love that for her. And she said that they carry the Boy Smells candles. However, they don't carry the perfume, and they don't carry any like tester sets. So I don't think she's even smelled Woodforia or the candles. It's like they have a limited range of what they have. But in my opinion, just from smelling these the first time around, I was like, this is better off as a house scent, just my opinion. I know there's gonna be people who watch this video who are like, oh my God, I absolutely love boy smells as a perfume. But in my opinion, I just don't, it's not like a me type smell. For me, I like more gourmands. I like a hyper feminine. I feel like these are truly unisex. These are truly like just very, very, they're woody and they're interesting. And honestly, they're actually very, very interesting scents. However, they are, to me, not as wearable as they would be like a good candle or a good house spray, and that's just my opinion. So don't come at me, don't like murder me in the comments for this. Actually, you know what, you can do whatever you want. Go ahead, if you love this brand as a perfume, let me know your opinions down below. I'm curious, and I'm sure everyone else would love to hear what your thoughts are and what your favorites are. So Aside from that, drop your scent of the day down below, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll jump right into this. So the first one we're gonna smell is Woodforia, and I'm just gonna do this right here. Again, I don't have anything on, so we're gonna go ahead and spray this right on kind of like the elbow area, crook of the arm. This one's so warm and like intoxicatingly good. Honestly, I would love to smell Woodforia on a man. I think that this is such a sexy, almost like cashmere sweater type fragrance. It just smells hot. It smells like a hot guy. To me, this is like a hot guy who just got out of a hot, steamy shower, and he smells like just really, really like warm and euphoric. Like, it's really a sexy smell. When I smell this, I feel some type of way, okay? Like, this is definitely a hot fragrance. Would I wear this? It does lean masculine, so probably for me, it's not gonna be one that I'm gonna grab for. Do I want a full bottle of this? I kind of do. I kind of want this in a candle. I kind of want this in a room spray. I would spray this on my linens. I would spray this in my bedroom. Like, this is a hot, sexy, have to readjust my necklace type of scent, you know what I'm saying? So this one is really, really sexy. I think if you're looking for that really warm, woody smell, Woodforia knocks out of the park. So moving on, Flor de la version, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. We're gonna go ahead and spray that next to Woodforia, but far enough away to really get its own, you know, unique scent experience, and immediately I can smell that one. So the great thing about boy smells is that it is very strong. I feel like their fragrance kind of projects pretty well. When I was playing with these the first time, it was just like, woo, like this one is a very intense floral. There's almost something kind of sour or like some weird freaking note on the under part of it. It's almost like a sour or like a pink, like pink pepper. Something sour to this one, and on the skin it's even more pronounced. On clothing or in the air, it doesn't bug me as much, but on skin this one is almost a little repulsive to me. It's hyper floral, but then there's this undercurrent that's kind of like a green, slightly smells like some sort of candy. It's like there's like this candy, like a Jolly Rancher type scent. It's like a Jolly Rancher essence, but there's this like weird note underneath. I can't tell you guys what it is. It's like a sour note. It almost smells hyper sour, and to me it's just a huge turn off. I may grow to like it, but even as a candle, I can't see myself totally loving that little undernote. It's kind of like with Delina. Like, I like Delina, I want to love Delina, but there's that sour note with the incense that is just like a huge turn off for me that I really can't get past. I wore Delina last night, literally during the hurricane. I was doused myself in Delina. I was up here smelling like a lot of my scents. I was like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm at least going to go out smelling good. So I was spraying on Delina, and I was like, this is just not it. There's something about Delina that I cannot get past, and I really think it's that like sour note with the incense. To me, it's just a very weird mismatch. So again, this one's kind of drying down a little bit, and it's smelling a little bit more. It still has that weird sour note, but if you like kind of like that Jolly Rancher sweet kind of floral essence, this would be a decent one for you. The next one I'm gonna have to spray on my hand, because honestly, this one is eternal. It's so eternal. I sprayed it earlier when I was on the phone with my sister. We were talking, she had just gotten into work, and I'm like, we gotta talk about this scent. She was like, oh, I love their cashmere or their kush. It's like cowboy kush. I don't have that in the sampler kit, but I guess she has it in a candle. She really likes it. She says it's like kind of like I guess it's like a warm type smell, like a fall scent. Cashmere Kush, you guys, is, I sprayed it earlier when talking to her, and I literally had to leave the room. I was like, it like filled the room. To me, this smells like kind of, we'll spray it and we'll talk about it. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I know I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna try not to gag on camera. I know that's so rude. Oh, I can already smell it. It kind of smells like dirty weed. Before it's like lit. It's really, really bad. to me. I don't like it. It smells like some sort of creamy, weird, almost kind of sour with literally like you open a bag of weed and this is like how it smells. And something in it is just the whole experience of this. I cannot imagine someone actually wanting to buy a bottle of this. Like, you couldn't pay me to wear this. If we're just being honest, you couldn't pay me to wear this. Like, I would not wear this out in public. I'm going to scrub my hand probably before filming the rest of this. This to me is just, I don't know. I just got another update saying, oh, Ian is forecast to re-strengthen into hurricane before making another landfall in South Carolina. Guys, this is like, has been the most craziest last 48 hours. And seriously, this storm is horrible. So if you know anyone in Florida, check in on your friends. It's been really bad. It's affected a lot of people. So I hope everyone's safe. I hope if you guys are watching this and you're in Florida, you're safe. The next one is Hinoki Phantom. Hinoki Phantom. So Hinoki is actually one of my favorite notes inside of perfume. To me, it does lean a little bit more masculine. I think Hinoki is very much like a very beautiful scent. I like pure Hinoki oil. I own Hinoki oil and I oftentimes will wear it to bed. It's kind of like a soothing woody scent to me. This one is just so stunningly gorgeous. I really like this. It is very masculine. I could see a man wearing this. Again, these are all androgynous, like boys, girls, whoever. It's very unisex, but this one is super woody. It smells like almost a slight burning to the wood. It's warm. It's like fresh wood. Like if you were to cut wood and it's like fresh chopped wood. It's slightly sweet. It's almost like sappy. I really like this. I think the Hinoki blend that they made is absolutely stunning. They did a great job capturing it. The vibe with this one is there's a little bit of a smokiness to it. So I could see this being good for if you're a woman and you're wearing like the black leather leggings, dressing sexy, or even like you could potentially wear a smaller amount of sprays and wear this to the office. It could be appropriate for either. It's one of those scents that has a weird comforting effect to it. It smells really beautiful. So it's slightly smoky, definitely full on woody. There's nothing like floral in this one. This one's straight up like wood and smoke. The next one we're gonna smell is Marble Fruit. Now this one I remember being very interesting and very unique. And I think this one was like one of my favorites besides Woodforia, which let's revisit. Woodforia to me is ultimate perfection in a perfume. I think Woodforia is probably gonna be my ultimate favorite out of the collection. But Marble Fruit is so interesting. You guys, I have never smelled anything quite like this before. It is above and beyond interesting. There's almost like this, it's so hard for me to explain. Like when I first smelled this, I was just blown away at like the complexity of Marble Fruit. I'm gonna look up the notes for you guys, but just off of my opinions, there's almost like a weird minty note inside of Marble Fruit. It's like fruity, but not like hyper fruity. It's not like Tris or Midnight. It's really not super fruity. It's not like a Delina. It's more like a sweet syrupy, and then there's this really interesting undertones. Okay, so here we are. We have pear, pink peppercorn, nectarine, and cinnamon are kind of like the top notes. It ties in with rose, ambrox, jasmine, magnolia, wild freesia, and then musk, sandalwood, cashmere, and cedar. It is really interesting. It's had time to kind of die down a little bit. I think maybe it's the spiciness mixed with the pink peppercorn and cinnamon spicy, mixed with that pear and nectarine, along with the sweetness of the jasmine. It's a really interesting fragrance. Magnolia tends to smell a little bit sour to me. Like I have pure magnolia oil. I like a lot of magnolia perfumes, but on me, they don't tend to smell as good. This one is for someone who maybe likes a little bit more feminine leaning. Now the thing about their perfumes is that they wanted to create a brand that is like genderless. It's mixed with feminine and masculine, so you're getting the best of both worlds. And it's all, everything's like played and mixed together. I think it's fabulous. I think it's fantastic. I love that there's a perfume collection that has kind of this like almost kind of airy quality. It's extremely unique. It's extremely interesting. And I love that they took the initiative to try something like mixing typical scents that maybe you wouldn't find together. Most of the perfumes, like I have on their website right here, when you pull up their perfumes, the notes that are mixed together aren't things that you typically see in a perfume. And I absolutely love that about them. I think that it's fun, it's interesting, it's kind of wild, but it's really creative. And by the way, I looked up Cashmere Kush. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Because I was like, what is in here that smells like this? It just smells kind of like green in the weirdest way. And okay, I lost it, but the Cashmere Kush actually has a really interesting note that I wanted to talk about. So let me pull it up so that I can talk to you guys about it. So it is a rhubarb. Again, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of rhubarb. It can smell very interesting. There is pink peppercorn, so I think that they tie in pink peppercorn into a lot of fragrances. It's a cool note. They have the fresh aldehydes. I'm not a huge fan of aldehydes. You think aldehyde, you think Chanel is one. Chanel No. 5 is a aldehyde, like super aldehydic perfume. But in this fragrance, this is exactly why I didn't like it, was the wild orris mixed with the pot flower. That was really interesting to me. So it does have cashmere woods in here, which I like. I love cashmere woods. In fact, when I first got my first apartment ever, Cashmere Woods by Glade was like my favorite air freshener. Like I always had that plugged in. I love it. It feels so nostalgic to me. And I get a little bit of that in here, but the pot flower, it's like geranium pot flower mixed with the wild orris. Wild orris to me, I'm like, I cannot do it. Like it is so dicey. In a perfume for me personally. To me, it can smell a little bit like a sour, kind of like, for lack of better words, can smell kind of vomity. So for me, this was not a favorite. Everything else though, really good. Now, if we're gonna rate this on a scale from 1 to 5, so like best to worst, Woodforia number 1, I would give the Marble Fruit the number 2 spot. Number 3 would be Hinoki. Number 4 would be Fleur de la Virgin. That one it's pretty good. It just has that little bit of a sour note in it that I'm not a huge fan of, but someone may love it. It's a little bit more crisp, a little bit more pop, you know, just not for me. And then the last would be the Cashmere Kush. So I hope you guys liked this video. It was so much fun reviewing these. I'm probably gonna use them as like a car spray or a house spray or a bathroom spray. I can't see myself personally wearing any of these, but I do like them. So let me know, have you tried them? Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite? Are you currently wearing one? Are you more into them as candles? Have you purchased a candle? Is there something that you've been absolutely loving? I know that this is not all their scents. They have quite a few other scents that I have not yet tried, and that my sister has fallen in love with, like the Cowboy Kush. She said is amazing. It's very fall-esque. So if you have something that you have found is incredible, let me know in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. I'm gonna try and shoot another one right after this, which is gonna be my fall trade. We don't know if we're gonna get around to that tonight. So if I don't see you later tonight, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. If you have loved ones in Florida, check in on them, and I will see you guys in the next video.